be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is your boy Lartre coming to you live from the Esports League South Africa, and this is the Shadow Cup. Joining me as last night, I would say, is Maz. Maz, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, good in yourself, Latre. What's happening, man?
Oh, good, good. How's work been today?
It's all good. Tuesday blues, right?
But luckily for you and for all of those watching on live stream, we do have Dota 2 tonight. And this is Hayes versus TBA. And I'm going to leave that difficult name up to you tonight. I'm super excited for that one. And I'm sure the rest of the guys also
You guys really know how to punish me, eh?
are. So this is the second stage in the groups. We did have TBA and Hayes playing last night, going up against Burrowed Entities, who did absolutely very well, especially in that second game. But now Hayes and Teabagged, they are going to fight for that Invoker.
Yeah, more than likely if it doesn't get banned out as well.
Most definitely. Now, we do have the current bands out, which are the Ricky and the Lion, as well as the Weaver. We do have Silencer, Earthshaker, and the Ursa as well.
Oh, nice little Dazzle coming out. Is there going to be an X pick again? Who played the? Yes, TBA played the X. It's
Right.
almost playing right into their hands now. Haven't banned the X pick a first pick as on. There's Lokuma Master Sterfark fucking yesterday. Yeah, I mean, would you be surprised if TBA went first pick X right now? No, Venge. Oh, but they've got the double pick. Venge X, like we saw last night coming out? Possibly.
It is a possibility. It did work very well for them, though. It is going to throw a spanner in the works for that Dazzle, but no, they've actually decided to go for the Lich.
Yeah, how about that? Okay. So both supports coming out very quickly.
I wonder if that was a wise decision from the side of TBA. I mean, the axe is still available, and the chances are that Hayes is going to take that is pretty good.
Yeah, more than possible it might come out.
Interesting.
You know, that Lich is great kind of support lane. His sacrifice helps kind of keep creeps, back in the lane, so he's a good support.
Yeah, the one thing that I can say though is that the sides of Hayes and TBA, they do stack very very well. They constantly stacking those creeps, so they are getting that assist from. Ooh, Undying. What is
Yeah.
happening? Where's the axe?
No one wants to axe this game. Dazzle first pick shown with his Shallow Grave. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens. I mean, both. I'd suspect that Undyne could be a support. We've seen a lot of great support in Undyne. So that means both teams are looking for an offlaner. Maybe the axe is still gonna come out. They're leaving it into the next phase.
Very very interesting. Yeah. I'm actually nervous to see, is the axe going to be banned out? Is he actually going to be picked up? Which side is going to pick him up? But they do decide to take out the Enigma.
Yeah, that's a nice 3. Good push in 3. Or it's been played as 4 and 3 these days. It's a nice good flex pick.
Very, very interesting pickups here.
You know, that demonic possession and the conversion just keeping the lane back as well. So, I mean, Enigma's kind of one of those heroes that just is able to even stay in a lane by itself. If these guys were, to pick some form of a Roman for like your Earth Spirit, Enigma's lucky to stay in the lane.
Definitely. Do you possibly think there's some sort of mental warfare going on between these two teams? For the simple reason that Dazzle has been picked up. The Dazzle Axe combination is very, very good, but neither team has either banned or picked the Axe.
Yeah. Maybe they're just not feeling the axe tonight. Maybe it's not necessary. Maybe, TBA don't need an axe to win a lane. Maybe old Loco Mars Sadingus, feels he can play any kind of offlaner. The Drow's out and the Viper's out and the Monk is out, so big carry's been banned.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
That is the axe. Yeah, that's a straight up counter pick. It pretty much makes Dazzle pretty useless.
But Hayes didn't ban it. Hayes could have had a chance to ban the axe. I think they almost knew it was coming. They played TBA last night. They didn't ban the axe.
Yeah, very, very interesting. What is it that the side of Hayes can actually come back with?
So what is left? I mean, there's Underlords, Dooms, Tides, Omni Knights, Timbers, and Magnus is great.
Ooh, I like the Magnus pickup though. I haven't played that hero in quite a while, and it's actually good to see
Magnus
he's
is
back.
nice because he's gone mid, he's gone off lane.
Yeah, the only problem that I see here is the fact that Hayes is going full on team fight at the moment, especially with the Undying and the Magnus. But TBA, they going for more of a anti-team fight, where you've got the Lich, you've also got the armor reduction coming through from the Vengeful Spirit, and is also able to isolate the hero. It's going to be interesting to see how these two teams are going to combine.
Yeah, you're completely right about Hayes' kind of team fighting ability. Magnus is a great team fighter thanks to that RP of his, and he's flexible in the roles. Like we said, can be an offlaner, can be a mid. He's going to buff melee carries. I mean, are you surprised if a Sven doesn't come out maybe, or a Juggernaut? Then he doesn't have to pick up a Battle Fury. Ah, there we go, Ember Spirit.
Oh, good pickup there from the Ember. Yeah, so Bloodseeker has been picked up, so he's going to be able to get those pick-offs, especially if anyone's going to try and run away. Bloodseeker is very good at running them down, taking them out quite easily. But
Yeah.
look, my prediction for this game, if the first 20 minutes for Bloodseeker is not going to go his way, he's possibly going to have a horrible game. Because yeah, the early stages, that's he's not the best, but from those early pickoffs, he actually does become exceptionally strong.
No, definitely. And I mean, the Ember Spirit might not actually have to worry about this blood. He's gonna have remnants in the base or something. And I actually haven't seen. People think that like Bloodseeker seems to counter these heroes, but I mean, even Corpse Storms and Ember Spirit sometimes don't get punished by a Bloodseeker, ironically. So I think this Ember might be safe. Other heroes maybe not so much. But I mean, Storm's gonna come in RP and just destroy the team. Plus a Tombstone next door with a sneaky Shallow Grave might be great. Ah, of course. There's the Muse Invoker ban we've all been waiting for.
Yeah, no, that Invoker last night, I think it was being played on Hayes, absolutely wrecked. I mean,
Yeah, just kind of a once bitten, twice shy, isn't it?
yeah, no, I don't think they want to play against that one. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling Ember Spirit going in mid lane. Magnus possibly in safe lane. You can have the Undying in the off lane position. He does do very well. I mean, he does have regen. He is able to take armor for his, or rather strength for his own. Yeah, that going up against the Bloodseeker in safe, I think.
It's possibly going to be a Undying support, and that Magnus is more than likely going to be the offlaner. What do we have? The Bloodseeker safe lane, and then wait for a mid. I'd say.
Yeah, I do know that Shadow Fiend actually does work very well with the Magnus. I mean, you get him to jump in, pop that ulti, skewer them back, and then you have the Shadow Fiend just waiting in the wings.
No, and SF's pretty good. He's a nice lane dominator, but he might be a bit soft against the likes of, say, a Blood and an Axe.
Yeah,
I mean, what one quick call and a dunk might kill an SF. I suppose Blood can kill an SF quickly.
I don't know. I'm feeling either Shadow Fiend and Terrorblade might work very well as well. But Ember, I think he's gonna go mid.
Yeah, I would say that's almost guaranteed that an Ember goes mid, whereas that Blood's going to probably be the safe lane carry. So TBA still looking for a mid, and Hayes is still looking for a carry. Safe lane, that is. Drow's out, Weaver's out, Viper's out, Monkey's out. So, I mean, what are we looking at? There's a Jug for someone like a Magnus. There is a TB.
Legion Commander.
Storm. Okay, so that's an Ember Spirit safe lane carry then.
You can have Blood go mid. I'm kind of feeling a Legion Commander will actually do very well here, especially with the help of the Leech and the Venge.
I suppose someone's going to have to maybe pick up a Silence. Silence on the side of TBA. What do we have? Sky. You know, Sky's kind of a weird, unconventional mid hero, but I mean, it could happen, but then they would have to rely heavily on the Bloodseeker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
There's
got
a
me
blood.
thinking right now.
Silence is banned, so we can't go for Silencer. The Blood's already out. The Drow is banned. A Quap.
Queen of Pain could possibly work, but I think he's a bit squishy against the Storm Spirit. I mean, either Storm or Ember could chase him down.
Yeah. There's a nice poison slow on the Quap, but yeah, maybe squishy and not viable. Mids. How a TFA, yeah.
A TI might actually be a good pickup. TI might actually... Yeah, thinking about it now, a TI might be a good pickup, yes.
I mean, he's got nice natural wave clear. He's got a high base damage with a refraction.
Well, within the next 15 minutes we are, or should I say seconds, we are going to find out who it is that the side of TBA want to play. And without any further ado, this is the Dragon Knight making his appearance.
Okay, lekker. That's a good hero.
Awesome sauce. So that is your two teams, Hayes versus TBA in the Esports League Shadow Cup. And yeah, this is going to be one for the books. These two teams won both their games last night. And yeah, they're going to battle it out right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Dragonite's he can do quite well. He's got himself a stun, he's got himself a nice passive with regen and armor, and of course he's gonna be range as well with that ulti of his. And then the Venge is gonna help him out on that front as well. Well, I mean, not agility, but
I do like the sets from both teams, though. It does look pretty sick. But we are going to get into the action right now. For those joining us online, thank you very much. It's always a privilege casting for you guys, and I do hope that you guys enjoy it. But we are going to get into the action right now. So without any further ado, we're going to introduce the Storm Spirit being played by Muse. We've got Ember Spirit. He's going to be played by Archangel. Then Magnus is going to be played by Godfather. The Equinox is going to be Undying. And then finally Dazzle is going to be played by Crossfire.
so of course you've just decided to leave me with the tough TBA team. Thanks. But that's fine. I'll go bottom up, and we can say leaving the best for last. So of course KFC, who was playing our Lion last night, is going to be a Lich this evening. Aster Mace picking up a nice Vengeful Spirit. We've got Feed Me on the Blood, and hopefully Hayes do not feed him, because OP Blood's going to be a scary thing. We've got Kill Switch with the DK, and of course our axe being played by Loco Maso Pusterfark. I tell you, that is a mouthful, and even Odie Pixel and the gang could not pronounce that one.
That's yeah, it's just, I think it's just one of those names that nobody wants to pronounce.
I mean, not even not wanting to pronounce it, just the difficulty of trying to get that whole name out. That's a mouthful.
Most definitely, but Axe, he's going to tank it up from the get-go. He does manage to steal that bounty, and he's going to be able to pick up his own. So that is, I think, 3 bounties going to... Or was that a
Thanks.
steal? I
Uh,
didn't see at the top though.
2 for Axe, Godfather, Undyne. No, it's a 2-2 even trade.
Oh, it's awesome sauce. Right, so Axe already from the get-go, he's going to want to go for the creeps. And at the top lane, we do have Lich and Bloodseeker going up against the Undying and the Magnus.
Oh, so actually, you know, you're right. It is an Undyne 3 with a Lich. No, I'm lying. No, that's an Undyne support and a Magnus offlane. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong heroes. Ah, Radiant. The Courier got killed already. Can you believe it?
Oh,
As if, as
Ooh,
yeah.
quick stun going up onto Vengeful Spirit. This might be first blood coming here. Dazzle has got to run, but Axe says no, he would rather want to face up against the creeps.
Yeah, as if they didn't learn from last night's game. They are so hyper aggressive, this Axe and Venge combo, and once again, they're just, you know, kind of clearing out this lane.
Yeah, the one thing that Dazzle does have though is that poison touch, and it does refresh with every attack that Axe receives, so that should maybe even wear him down. But at the top lane, Equinox, he's running past that tower, taking quite a bit of damage. Feed Me as well, he has got to run, but the tower and the slow coming in from the Lich, I don't think that any one of them is going to go down. Equinox
Someone's going to fall top.
Ooh.
Just about he is going to get out with his life, and Bloodseeker is going to survive as well. Stun onto the Dazzle. Yeah, this bottom lane's very hyper aggressive, but I mean, Axe does well like that. He's able to farm these lanes quickly, and he resists good physical damage. This is where Ember hopefully is going to punish him.
Ooh,
First blood.
You've just achieved first blood. Thanks and
Light Ray, you wanna tell us who that first blood was on there, friend?
Yeah, definitely. The Ember waited for that one, and wasn't much that Venge could do. He did use the stun, but now at the top lane, we've got Godfather. He's on the run. Do we have an kill coming in from Lich? Yes, we do.
Well done.
And that was the Frost Blast that got the final hit.
Yeah, and a level 2 Frost Blast doing 100 area damage there, so it really will hurt you if you're down and out. Invis in the river.
Oh, we've got an Invis.
And
towards
Venge
mid.
looking, yeah, possible gank on our Storm. Storm not looking too good. We definitely have a magic missile up. Oh, come on, just hit him.
What happened?
What?
He missed. Oh my!
No!
Wow!
No!
I think Aster Mace is swearing like a sailor right now.
Listen, we did not just see that happen right now, folks. My
nice
goodness,
stun.
he stunned a creep. And that was an easy kill onto the Storm. No.
I think some heavy words are being spoken right now.
We can just see the chat going, Pepe hands, Pepe hands.
But Crossfire, he's going to find himself in a difficult position. We do have Equinox supporting. Yeah, Dazzle is going to go down. And I do think,
that's
yes,
the dead axe.
also. Aster Mace is there, pops down a Tango just to try and disguise himself. But Equinox doesn't really care. He's still going to go for that, but he does get stunned up for his efforts.
Yeah. So they're leaving this Magnus solo in lane. That's Laka. He's going to get up some nice free farm there. He does experience mana problems. However, you can see his mana pool's only 315, which isn't much. And he's sitting at 25 right now. So he does have some big mana problems. But hopefully he's going to be able to pick up some items.
Definitely, but the axe at the bottom is in a bit of trouble. That poison is going to work. Not sure if it's going to be enough to take him down. He does manage to
gets
get
away.
the Tango. But surprisingly, this Dazzle is actually doing quite well.
Magnus top, taking a small beating. Feed Me just going to run away as he takes aggro from the tower. Okay, so Storm's doing quite well against this DK, 5-4.
Yeah, I do see that the enchanted mangoes are at the order of the day. It looks like almost everybody has one.
Oh, yes. I think just consumables are so big these days, you try to stay in lane as much as you can.
Definitely.
Oh, tons of pings coming out from my axe. Tons of pings from Dazzle.
Well, there is a refresher available, and Dazzle's going to be happy to pick up that one. But
Oh,
at
yeah.
the top lane, Godfather, he's got... Oh, no. Feed Me's going to get him down. But Equinox does come in. He does have the tomb that has been popped down. And does manage to get it down. Silences the Undying. Feed Me's taking quite a bit of damage from the creeps. But Equinox, he is taking the most beautiful little DK.
Oh,
Equinox
well
getting a
done.
kill.
Nice, Godfather just TPing in at the right moment. Getting off that shockwave, getting the kill. It's beautiful. Ah, double kill. Lovely.
Yeah, Godfather's going to be happy with that one. But in the mid lane now, Ace, is he going to be able to land a stun here up against Muse? We
Oh,
do have
please.
DK. Oh, nice stun. Actually manages to fall. Wave of Terror coming out, but look at the damage coming from the Storm. Still fighting it out, and yeah, Venge is going to go down. Killed there by Equinox, by the Undying. Beautiful DKs coming in. And then also the
damage.
Dragon Knight. He is on the run. Undying is tanking absolutely everything coming through. Is he going to
Oh, here comes Avenge TPing in. He's going to get away.
coming in? But DK was on cooldown, so Equinox possibly could have gotten another kill had he waited 3 or 4 seconds.
Oh, killing spree for Archangel bottom. Axe falls again as his support was mid. And this DK is going to make it. He's got a level 3 in Dragon Blood, so he's getting 8 health regen at the moment now. So he's going to be tanky.
Ooh,
Oh.
we do have a stun going up onto Storm Spirit. He's going to quickly zap away. Kill Switch taking quite a bit of damage, but no more than KFC, who's taking quite a bit more. Equinox is still there. Tomb has been popped down. And yes, that is KFC that's going to go down with the Colonel Sanders. No more chicken for you.
And meanwhile, Feed Me takes the Magnus top as well, so he gets another kill onto them.
Yeah, we do have to look once Magnus gets that reverse polarity up, and especially that Blink Dagger. I think things are going to change. I do feel that Undying is pretty tank in the early stages of the game, and
Oh, yeah.
he's not scared to show it at all.
No, he's a big tank, and with that Tombstone as well, with the decay, you know, it does cause a bit of trouble and harass.
I do feel though that the Undying, especially with the way that he's spamming, he should be able to maybe pick up a mana boots, but he does get ruptured there by Feed Me. Shockwave coming through. Equinox is not going to be able to survive, but the skewer comes in and Equinox is still going to fall. We do have 1 level of Empower, so not much splash damage. KFC just ensuring that Magnus has to back away.
I think it's going to be a fight between the Undying and the Dazzle, who's going to pick up the Guardian Greaves. Like you said, the Undying definitely would look for mana boots. The Dazzle also might look for mana boots, and either one of them could easily pick up Guardian Greaves. Maybe Dazzle goes for... no, there he's queued up mana boots, actually. I was going to say his health boots, but nah.
Yeah, that's a Tomb coming down once again, and Feed Me wasting no time getting that down. He does manage to pop down the silence, but only managed to land on Dazzle. Though we have the Grave available, no, not yet, but we do have the heal, and that's going to be the end of Bloodseeker.
Yeah, so quite a hectic team rotation there. 4 had to come top. Leaving the mid open, DK is going to enjoy that farm. He's picked up his soul ring already.
Ooh, Archangel
Oh.
getting another kill on the axe, and that Flame Guard is doing quite a bit of damage.
Oh, yeah.
But we're focusing our attention at the top lane again. Kill Switch, he's on the chase. We do have Dazzle sitting in the background, just healing up as much as possible. Shockwave coming through. We don't have the reverse polarity available yet, but the Rupture does come out from Bloodseeker once again. Equinox, he's in a world of trouble, but he does get taken down.
And this Archangel's really making kind of short work of this axe, as he's 3 levels ahead of him, 8 to 5. And he might just get another kill on him bottom.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
Flame
Duke.
Guard. Oh, but he actually manages to...
Oh, misses the call. But yeah, the Flame God's doing some heavy work. And he's
that's
killed.
a mega kill.
Yeah, so old Archangel sitting on 6 for 1 in the bottom lane. Also open. Free lane plus his creeps are pushing the tower down. That's good news for them.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Kill Switch in the mid lane, he's got some time to free farm. The rotations coming out from Hayes. Haste the Mace is there. And finally we do have the Grave on the Dazzle as well.
I don't know if the obviously TBA is looking to prioritize this Magnus because they are leaving supports in his lane with him. They're probably saying you need your level 6, get that RP, and you need a blink up.
Now that
Versus-
Bloodrite from Kill Switch doesn't really save him, and I think that was Leech that actually cancelled the TP.
Grave coming out. Oh, stun onto. Aye.
Yeah, that stun came out of nowhere. Feed Me once again attacking that tower. Equinox is still there. He has got 2 seconds before the DK becomes available. He's not going to be able to land it onto Bloodseeker, but he does manage to turn around and focus that on Ace the Mace. He does get trapped, and Archangel being unstoppable. 11 minutes in the game.
Oh boys, if has Hayes finally met their match in TBA here,
Oh.
and without that star invoker of theirs, maybe things are going to turn.
Yeah, look, Hayes is, yeah, it's difficult to say. I mean, yes, they've got a very good early start, but I mean, a second in the game can turn everything around.
Oh, of course, we saw last night. You know, team wipe push down the mid, opposite team wipe push back up the mid. Oh, it can change in a minute.
Most definitely. Godfather does have the reverse polarity up. Doesn't have the blink dagger yet. He does have 1.2k in the bank.
Yeah, queued it up and waiting. It's going to be a long road for him. Hopefully, he can get it under 20 minutes.
Yeah, and Archangel, he wants to go up onto the Bloodseeker. He does get ruptured up. Blade Mail being popped in by Bloodseeker, but Archangel finally, he's gonna go down.
Oof.
And gold is actually not split. It goes to Ace the Mace.
Yeah, nice. 600 gold and Avenge is beautiful.
Yeah, especially
Can
this early
finish.
in the game.
Yeah, he can finish off his boots quickly as well. Nice. I see these camps are stacked once again as well. So these teams really working hard and just getting their carry some decent farm.
Now the harassment on Axe is getting pretty big. That poison coming out, Tomb as well, trying to slow down Axe as much as possible. Equinox just popping those DKs.
Yeah, the Axe last night had, I think, a bit of an easier time. You know, at this point in the game, he was almost getting his blink up. He already had boots, and now I think TBA are having none of that nonsense this game.
But we have a full rotation coming in. Beautiful stun going up onto Godfather.
Lich
He
ulti
does
out.
try and skewer them back. Bloodseeker says no, he wants to fight. Dazzle gets ruptured up. But Hayes now actually has to retreat.
Yeah, Archangel's going to run for it. He's dropped 2 of his team members. Meanwhile, mid's been pushed out. Storm taking mid. So Hayes are losing on the objective front right now. They've lost already 2 tier 1 towers for nothing.
It's very, very difficult for them now. Reverse polarity coming in. Quick little stun. We do have that still available. Yes, it does manage to go through, but the silence coming in. And look at the damage. 4 euros smacked down like there is no tomorrow. And now, that's just their chance to push forward. They've only got a DK who's sitting in the mid lane. He's not going to TP it down to try and save a tower against 5 of the heroes.
No, not a chance. What a wonderful triple kill there for Archangel.
Super, super well played there by them.
And he's not wasting gold looking for Battle Fury when he's got the Empower of that Magnus. So he's going to jump straight into some serious items.
That Empower proving to be very, very useful. But Axe coming into Storm. Muse doing very, very well. He's going to try and jump out. They've got Vision there. Archangel jumping back in. He's got the armor to do so. Still doing damage though. Nice little jump coming in from the Storm Spirit. Double going to Archangel. And they're fighting with everything they've got. Ace the Mace and Kill Switch. They on the run. Ace the Mace is going to be next to fall. Now they're going after Kill Switch. Are they going to be able to catch him down? That Bloodrite is trying to heal him as much as possible. But it does seem, yes, he is going to be able to escape.
What is that? Another 4-man wipe in the space of about 2 minutes?
Yeah, it's things are not going well for them at the moment, and they need to consider their options now. Do they send Bloodseeker to actually try and get some additional farm? Do they possibly send DK to do it? He's had quite a bit of it. He doesn't have the blade mail up yet.
Some of these camps are still stacked here. They should definitely send DK or Blood into that jungle, get some ward zip here, and just see what they can farm.
Yeah, they definitely need to make a plan. On the other end, though, they can't really fight into 4. They are struggling already. And, I mean, 4 going up against 5, especially Archangel with those quick fingers as well as Muse, they're going to find it very difficult.
And the thing is, the Magnus also offers such great team fight that it's hard to fight into Magnus with a sleight of fist, Ember jumping at you, and the Storm's just going to run in cleanup crew afterwards.
Yeah, they've definitely got their work cut out for them. But with the next fight, we'll see how they actually progress. Bloodseeker does have that blade mail up. He did use it in the previous fight, but to no avail. And surprisingly, Archangel didn't go for the creeps.
Yeah, he is farming this camp, but yeah, they've spotted that out. Someone's may steal that.
Yeah, there is vision there, so they definitely know that they're there. So they just need to be very, very careful at the moment.
Yeah, DK TPing in, whole team's here. We've got 4 top on TBA. Oh, there's going to be no time for Lich ulti. Hey, you're a goner, mate.
Yeah, Lich got taken out so quickly. I don't even... Oh, quick jumping coming in from the Storm Spirit. Now Archangel also jumping in Muse. He's going to try and run for it. Beat Me is going to rupture him, but that is the Grave that's also come out. Vengeful Spirit and DK also falling, and Muse is still standing there. Rupture is almost done. Finally moves away, but a beautiful Grave coming out there from the Dazzle.
Yeah, he really had some good team follow-up when the Ember jumped in and then the RP from the Magnus. Muse wasn't scared. You're not scared as a kind of a core player when you know your team's going to back you up like that.
Most definitely, and I honestly thought that Axe was going to be an issue, but he's not, because he's almost never with the team.
And he also doesn't have his blink up right now either, so he can't initiate on team fights.
Yeah,
and Axe is
lacking.
Yeah, that's the thing. You saw last night he was able to punish his lane, and Buried Entities didn't really stop him doing it, and he was able to get boots and his blink up very quickly. Whereas, TBA aren't having any of his nonsense today. There, here we go. He got his axe up. 17 minutes, it's not too bad. He can jump now into team fights. He doesn't have boots, however. There we go, Axe TPing in.
No, finally, he's there.
Axe call.
Does manage to jump onto Magnus. Beautiful swap coming out. The Rupture is there. We do have Dazzle as well as the Undying, but Archangel trying his best to actually get a kill, but no, he's being denied. DK going out there onto KFC. That is the Frost coming out from Lich. Only manages to land on the Undying, but he's now trying to tank up as much as he can, but to no avail.
They did take 3 in that team fight. Lich ulti was a little wasted. It only landed on the Undying, so it didn't bounce around, but they did secure 3 kills out of that team fight, so that was a good fight for them.
Yeah, the only thing that I do notice now is that Axe does not have any boots. He rushed
Nope.
the Vanguard as well as the Blink. So the problem that Axe has at the moment is when he blinks in and he does miss a call, he doesn't really have the speed to actually try and catch up to anyone.
And the thing is, he's also now trying to go for his blade mail, so he's still not going to have boots.
Oh, beautiful jump in there. That's the reverse polarity coming through as well as the skewer. Kill switch. He's going to try run away. Godfather, he's been graved up very well as the weave coming out. And the Axe, he's also going to fall. Monster kill streak there to Archangel. And Godfather survives.
Oh, what a nice 3 trade there. I mean, as you said earlier, kind of 1 second in a game of Dota is an eternity. And I mean, we just had a 3-man kill about a minute ago. Another 3-man kill in the opposite direction. It's huge. And this is going to allow TBA to possibly push this tier 2 tower. It's only got half health.
Yeah, they should be able to do that quite comfortably. But also, as we noticed last night, the problem with the side of Haze is the fact that they tend to jump in front of the creep. So when they win a team fight, they need to back every single time.
Oh, Axe missing his call.
Oh, look at that skewer. Absolutely brilliantly played Muse. But Magnus is going to fall with that Rupture.
I think it's instrumental that Axe gets that call off. If he, keeps missing blinks and calls like that, he's not going to be able to get his team to initiate. and he fell for it, and so did the Lich and the Venge, and they only lost to Magnus on the side of TBA.
Yeah, that's yeah, that Axe definitely getting ahead of himself. He's buying the wrong items. Yes, I understand that he's literally just relying on the blink to get into the fight. But with the fight that we just had mid, I mean, Axe didn't even properly land on the ground with the blink, and Stormspirit was already jumping forward.
Yeah. The thing is, Axe can be good for a counter initiate. So after TBA have initiated, the Axe can hang in the background when they've grouped up maybe around that Magnus ulti. He can jump, he can get off maybe even a 2 or 3 man blink and call, which should be a lot more successful for him than what he's been trying to do. And he's missed the last 2 blink and calls that we've seen.
Definitely. Now, Archangel, he's got a Battle Fury. And he's already got the Empower, so he's already doing massive amounts of damage.
Oh, yes.
Are they going to meet somewhere in the middle? You've got wards
Plus-
coming out.
Plus, he's got another 24 damage coming off his Maelstrom, so he's going to be putting out to light.
Oh, quick little jump in there from Archangel. The silence coming out there from Bloodseeker, but just look at the amount of damage coming in.
Oh, what a
Now
call.
Axe jumping in. He's trying to counter Helix as much as possible. Gets a beautiful kill there. Double kill still going to Archangel, but he did manage to fall. Axe still trying to tank out as much as he possibly can. Storm Spirit doing as much damage as possible. He's tanking kill switch. KFC trying to run away, but he might even be taken out there by the Undying's minions. And yes, he actually has been. And kill switch is the only survivor as well as the Storm.
Now that was an amazing blink and call from the Axe. They managed to catch the whole team, and he did get a double kill off with the Cullen Blade, which was huge because they did lose 4 on the side of TBA. Only still managing to survive. DK's got his Shadow Blade up so he can sneak up on the team. Plus he's looking to build his BKB now. Nice, so Storm's got himself a Bloodstone that's really going to help with mana issues, and he's going to be able to zip around the park a lot more, which is awesome.
Yeah, he's already regenerating 32 points of mana per second. And
Oh, yes.
that Kaya also helping quite a bit, as well as the spell amplification. He's already got 80 plus 80 static remnant damage.
I wonder if he doesn't maybe look to build an Orchid of Malevolence after this, just silence with more mana. Or
Yeah,
may-
it would be a good item for him, yes.
Maybe Octarine Core. Haven't really played enough Storm to know what they build.
Yeah, the Octarine Core does help quite a bit, especially with the static remnant, as well as the zipping through. I mean, as he zips along, he pops down a remnant. I mean, it's quite a bit of healing that he gains from that.
No, of course. So we got the side of Haze just congregating in their jungle here, getting their carries to get some farm up. Blood just throwing out some taunts. Come at me, bro.
Well, I don't think they should be taunting Hayes at the moment. Hayes has been doing very well. 23 minutes and it's 37 to 20, and it's a 10k team net worth lead, and it's just growing and growing.
So this Axe has picked up his blade mail. He's now queued a BKB. He's still not looking to boots. Even if he just had brown boots, I think that would be quite great. He's quite slow with just under 300 movement speed. But like I said earlier, maybe he's just looking for the counter initiations and is not too worried about running out, running in.
Yeah,
And a BKB is really going to help him survive the fights.
now the only thing is, even if he does manage to land it on the Storm Spirit, Storm Spirit is quite tanky. I mean, he does have 14 charges on the Bloodstone, so he should be able to survive those counter elixirs.
Yeah, and if push comes to shove, he can just suicide himself as well. Oh, jump on the Lich.
Oh,
Oh,
the
he
Lich just
killed.
pops.
Man, he fell like a sack of potatoes.
We do have the Storm Spirit building up into the Agnum Scepter, and Axe is going to find himself on the wrong end of the field. He is extremely isolated, way out of position. There is no teammate near him, with the exception of DK that's running in that direction. But quick jump in there from the Ember Spirit as well as the Storm. Kill Switch quickly pops up that Shadow Blade, and he is going to try and run. Nice little Eel Scepter coming out. Axe, he's taking a world of damage, pops the Blade Mail, but it's not going to be enough. Muse also does get graved up as well.
I like this Ulticeptor build onto the Storm Spirit because it's really going to amplify his Electric Vortex, and he's not just going to be able to grab one hero now, he's going to be able to grab more. And I suspect when Magnus gets his RP off, Storm's going to jump in with that Ulticeptor and just grab the whole team.
Yeah, just keep them in place so that Undying can get to work, as well as Archangel, and not to forget the weave from the Dazzle that's going to reduce their armor by pretty much.
Oh, I cannot wait to see the next team fight with this Egg Scepter on the Storm. I wonder what Hayes' answer is going to be to it. No, sorry, TBA's answer.
It's going to be very, very difficult for them to have an answer. I mean, that weave is 24 seconds long. It's currently one armor per second. That's minus 24 armor.
So we've got the DK almost close to his BKB. He's just couple gold short, 400, 500 gold short. What's our Bloodseeker got also building into a BKB, Venge Spirit looking at a 4-staff, and our Lich also looking at a 4-staff. So supports on the side of TBA just kind of looking to get out of those big team fights that guys like Magnus are going to start pulling off, the Storm's going to pull off. Oh, catching the Axe.
Jump on Axe. Doesn't have a call, also uses the Blade Mail, but now the
Oh,
ulti from
Red
Lich
Lich
coming
ulti.
into play, doing so much damage. Archangel just running back and avoids the bouncers even further.
That Sleight of Fist, just amazing for that Lich ult to then stop the bounce.
Most definitely. Now the Tomb comes out. Kill Switch is in Blizz right now. They are trying to go for that middle tower. Beautiful silence coming out there from the Bloodseeker, and Kill Switch going up against the Undying, who is pretty tank, using that DK Muse. He's taking a hell of a lot of damage, but now the Grave comes out. Axe, he runs past the Storm.
He's telling his ultis on cooldown.
We do have the buybacks coming in right now. They're trying to fight as much as they can. Benji does go down. Kill Switch quickly jumping up onto that invis. And this is the time that they should be focusing on taking the tower and the racks. It's only a DK that's not going to be able to defend this.
No, and he won't defend it as well, being alone. And all the buybacks have been coming on, and all the diebacks have happened. And I think the side of Hayes is possibly going to go straight through.
They could possibly extend the game by trying to go for the other racks.
I mean, the creeps are down here, creeps are over there, so they don't really have the outer lane shoved to get these Raxes.
And yep, they're going to prolong the game. They're going to move back.
Storm possibly wants that Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that the confidence on Hayes right now, it's absolutely booming.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, you've just pushed a tier 3 tower. You've got your mid lane that's going to naturally push up now. So I think they're not too stressed on that front. Just going to go back and farm a bit. Here we go. He's got his Ulticeptor up. So this Electric Vortex is going to affect all enemies within a radius around him. Magnus jumping in with his RP. And that's a big moment for Axe to actually try get off his counter initiation. If he does pull it off correctly, maybe he's going to catch 3 or 4 of them. And then hopefully a big Lich ulti comes out after that. With a Blood Right from the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I do feel that Leech should actually hang back a little bit more. But the only problem is that Storm Spirit just zips past everyone and goes straight for the Lich.
Yes. Now, of course, that's the nature of a Storm who can jump into the background. Is he's going to blow up the supports. And the thing is, a poor guy like Lich is going to be the first to fall.
Ooh,
Oh, missed the call.
Beautiful ulti, and shit is going to go down. Look at them drop. 3 heroes down. Nobody from the side of Hayes as yet. Still fighting it out. Beautiful little swap coming out there from the mix. That's 4 heroes down. Kill Switch manages to get down Archangel, and Undying is just giving chase.
He does have his BKB. It is in stash. He's bringing the courier to himself now, so he's going to have a nice long BKB in the next fight. A whole 10-second BKB up later. Possibly the side of Haze. They could take a shrine. Just so that they don't get snuck up from behind next time they're looking to take Rex. Oh, and that Ulticept on the Storm will work like a charm there.
No, it's
He's
a beautiful item there for him.
Yeah, if I was on the side of Haze, I would quickly take that top shrine now just to protect them from taking Rexes.
Yeah, it's
No,
also
they're
going to
doing it.
stop the sneak around, but they've decided not to. They'd rather want to go and heal up.
Yeah, and the side of TBA is all back now at the moment, and they could all TP in there as well, so good time to leave it. Storm is pushing up bottom, getting some creeps up. He's got a double siege with him, so that's going to be great.
Yeah, it does seem that nobody
Ooh.
from the side of TBA actually has got buyback, and Storm just bouncing around, not being affected by the rupture at all.
He loses nothing. I watched him now. As I was saying in the draft, I kind of always thought, Storm and those guys don't really get affected by the Bloodseeker. And there you saw it yourself. He didn't lose anything from moving with that rupture on.
Yeah,
It's incredible. That's so childish.
yeah, that ball of lightning basically removes him from a game, if you can put it that way.
No, sure. Oh man, and that's really bummer. I think that's a bummer for Feed Me, as he spends a rupture on a hero that's not going to take the damage.
It was a
Alright.
very, very good counter pick there from Hayes.
Well, now obviously future teams looking to play Haze are going to have to either ban Invoker or either ban a Storm, but you can't ban everything in a game of Dota though.
No, I mean, you can't just ban out one year. I mean, looking at Archangel, he himself doing good, but another little jump in while we are busy having a chat. And Storm just showing his potential.
No, that's the thing. You can't ban everything. So do you choose an Ember Spirit to Storm Invoker? And the thing is, Muse is going to get one of his heroes left in the pool that he can pick. That's a fact.
Yeah, it definitely does help if you can play quite a variety of heroes.
Axe on the side of TBA still not got his boots. Looking to get a BKB. BKB up on our DK now. Still 10 seconds. Looking to build a Mjolnir. So that's going to be huge. He's going to freaking hit like a tank and quickly as well. Oh, there we go. Top Shrine has fallen. And they're possibly going to make their way around here. Pinging out the bottom Shrine. Is Axe going to get caught by himself? Quite possibly. Oh boy, you're in trouble, mate.
Oh, not a good space for him to be in. Silence coming out from Feed Me. Axe did pop that blade mail, but now the whole hell is breaking loose. That is going to be Bloodseeker and Lich. Quick buyback coming in from the Bloodseeker. They fighting with everything that they've got. The Grave does come out. Kill switch. He's surviving as much as possible. Axe did also go down. Feed Me now trying to go into crossfire. Yes, he's going to get it. Godfather is still there. Nice little slows coming out there from Kill Switch. He is level 21, so he does have the Frost Slow. Undying is still standing there, as well as Archangel. Muse coming back into the fight, jumping in. Beautiful little Shadow Blade, but he's going to run all the way back into base. And this is the time that Hayes need to actually finish. They're going to find it even more difficult with every team fight.
Oh, and Kill Switch just managing to get away with 6% health, man. Just that passive of his really just kind of keeping him in the game. No one on the side of Hayes looking to build a Silver's Edge. Nope, no one at all. Not feeling as necessary, probably.
Yeah, it's I mean, if you're on the side of TBA right now, what do you do? I mean, you've got the onslaught coming in from Hayes. Absolutely everything that you're trying is being shut down. what are your options?
Yeah, you possibly got to just, try get a good axe call off, not let your Lich die so that he can get his ulti out in time. If there's a successful axe blink call with a good Lich ult, that can possibly slow down the side of Haze a bit. Talking about stuns, we got a stun on the DK, got a stun on the Venge. But I mean, guys like Storm and Ember are super mobile. One's zip zapping around, one's got a remnant he's going to fly to. And they're actually difficult heroes to lock down. And so it's tough. I mean, even if an axe does jump in and call, they're going to disappear and then you don't get the core. Are they building BKBs? Ember's looking to get his TP boots. Oh my word. And old Storm's got himself a Shiva's Guard, which is huge.
Yeah, it's a beautiful item for him.
There we go. TP boots up on the Ember Spirit. So he's going to be getting around the map now, split pushing. Axe just get a nice stacked Ancient Camp now. He's going to farm it to try to finish up his BKB.
And yeah, I was thinking would have been just considering getting a boot.
He doesn't want his brown boots at all. That's that's for the beggars on the street. Yeah, Lich still trying to get up that 4 stuff. Doesn't have it yet. Same for the Venge. Still trying to get up that 4 stuff. So the supports are really just struggling at the moment. Buying a lot of wards. Really just, getting the support in items at the moment. Age is going to fall here to Haze. If they scan them out, they did. Are they going to do anything about it? Maybe an axe call into the pit. Doesn't look like it. This is big. I think this is kind of get the ages and push to end, possibly.
Yeah, they are taking pretty long with the Roshan. I mean, it just shows you how strong their magic actually is. They're doing a hell of a lot of magic damage.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, the thing is, Axe is quite resistant to physical damage, but obviously this magic damage is really beating him down.
Oh no, this poor Axe.
Oh, look at it. Huge. I mean, Storm Spirit zips past him, zips past him, zips past him. It's not even enough for his counter helix to proc as well.
You know, this poor Axe has been counterpicked quite heavily, as well as the Bloodseeker. So it basically just puts 3 euros in the game. Then you've got the Lich who's being taken out every single time by the Storm Spirits, which leaves you basically 2 euros, which is the Venge and the DK. And yeah, they can't really do much. DK is tanky, but just not enough.
Yeah, he's got 2,600 health. He does have that nice passive. He's going to give him 20 health regen, so he's rocking a 41 health regen, which is lekker. He does have a BKB down to 9 seconds now, but it doesn't seem to be enough. And like you said, Lich is just getting blown up every time. That's what you do if you're a Storm. You can jump into the backgrounds and you can just pop those supports.
There is a ward that's just been found. Now quickly Magnus jumps into the fight. Beautiful little zip in from Storm, but he's going to jump back out. Lich is still going to fall, but the illusions are being created. Now beautiful jump in. That's the Storm Spirit. DK, he's in a world of trouble. Bloodseeker falls. Axe, he can't do anything. 2 euros left. Kill switch. That's the Shiva's Guard being popped. And they are forced back into that fountain. Godfather smacking away at the tower. Beautiful little weave coming in there from the Dazzle. But oh no. Undying has been caught out trying to tank up as best he can. DK is going to fall.
GG called.
Beautiful plays.
Ending with a net worth of 35k, that's huge. 63 to 24 in under 40 minutes. What a game of dotes.
Yeah, I know. Look, TBA tried to give it everything they had, but I think at the end of the day, it just came up to that better pick.
Yeah, and the thing is, I didn't really see that Cullen Blade go through too many shallow graves. So I mean, the counter picks on that Dazzle also, I didn't see a lot of Axe ultis into it.
Yeah, it was very, very well played. I'm just going to have a quick look at the scoreboard, but especially the graphs. I just want to have a look at particularly the player level of Muse. I mean, last night's game, he was soaring. but he's actually been taken over by Archangel.
Oh yeah. Where you play net worth? Yeah, where's Archangel? Yeah, he had a good game. I mean, there you can see Muse and Archangel just fighting for that net worth. Just both having exceptional games.
No,
I mean, they ended up 21,600, 21,500. So, you know, just a couple cents apart between the two of them. Oh, huge.
Very, very difficult to them. But congratulations to Hayes. They so far have not lost a game. So it's only gone down to TBA and to the side of borrowed entities that have lost games. And I think tomorrow night we'll be back with more from the group stages. And I simply can't wait to see what this tournament's going to turn out to be.
Oh, these games have been huge. You know, we call it amateur Dota, but I mean, it's almost some of these plays, you know, you can't classify it as amateur Dota. It's been too good.
Most definitely. But I'm going to call it a night. It's only one game tonight. Tomorrow night we will be having a lot more games for you guys. And don't go anywhere. We're just going to end off with some of the credits and so forth. And just a little bit of information on tournaments to come or games to be played. So from my side, it's your boy Lautre. Any last words, Mads?
Ah, man, just thanks for the awesome evening. I was bleak to hear that it's only one game tonight. I thought we were going to get more action, but that's great. Leaves me excited for the rest of the week.
Most definitely. So, yeah, I'm going to head off and I will chat to you guys shortly.
All right, awesome. Cheers. Come look here. Come look here. Come look here.